Hello everyone, welcome to another video of School Fun TV. In this video, you will learn the basics of scratch coding. So, to open the link to Scratch, we go to the following link. So, we are entering the page. So, you can see Scratch is the world's largest coding community for kids. So, let's start. Click on Create. We see many screens in the Scratch platform. This part is called the stage. This part is called the costumes pane. This part is called the sounds pane. And this is the code palette. This is also known as the block palette. And this is where we do the actual coding. It is called the coding area. This is where we have the characters called sprites. It is called the sprite pane. This cat is known as the default sprite and is also the logo of Scratch. This is where we can change the background called backdrop. It is the backdrop pane. So let's start with choosing a sprite. But first we need to remove this sprite. How do we do that? We click on the dustbin above the sprite. Now let's add a sprite. This sprite looks good. Now let's add a suitable backdrop. How do we change how our character looks? Basically, we just need to go to the costumes palette and change it. These are called the various forms of the character. A Danny character or Danny sprite has three forms: Danny A, Danny B, and Danny C. So let's choose this. Now we can customize each part. Let's start with color. See, these are gradients. Let's choose this. This looks good. Wow, our tiny sprite is almost ready. So we can see our tiny sprite is ready. After customization. Now let us start with coding. We can see there are many code palettes. This is the motion blocks area. This is the looks block area. So let me explain each. Motion block area makes the sprite move. Say I want it to go forward 10 steps. When this green flag is clicked, so I go to the event. On the event that the green flag is clicked, Danny will move 10 steps. So let's try it. Wow, it has moved. Now looks changes how Danny looks. Like we can make it say hello, or change its costume, or change its backdrop, or change its color, or anything related to the graphics on the screen. The sound sets a particular sound to play. Like you can play this sound called pop or any other sound from the sounds palette. Next, the event is on the event something happens. This is the statement for the events. Control makes us control how the blocks will function. Like we can see it makes us wait for 1 second, then this will make it repeat for 10 times, or it can repeat forever like that. Sensing is the active part of the code. What does it mean? It means it actually interacts with the user who is doing this. Like it can ask what's your name, and I will just write a name. So it will actually interact with the user. Then operators are the normal mathematics that we do. And you can also create your very own block. You can also add extensions like music, pen, and text to speech. Text to speech makes the text that you type here to be actually heard. Like you will see here, if I click on this, a sound will play. See playing. Now let's begin. On the event that this green flag is clicked, I want Danny to say hello and also make it speak hello. So this is the code. So now let's try it out. See, it is speaking hello. You can also change its voice. You can basically alter whatever is on your screen. Like say, after this, I wanted to wait for some time. I wanted to wait for 3 seconds. And then it will move forward and then it will change the backdrop. So for this we need to add another backdrop and change it to the first one, and then we go back to Danny, and after moving the 100 steps it switches the backdrop to theater. Let us see how this works. See, let's see again. See, it is moving and changing. But could you observe that every time the steps are increasing and we want it to stay like the beginning. So for this, we must do on the event the flag is clicked every time it will be seen. So let's go to the motion blocks and we can see go to X something and Y something. This determines the position of the sprite on the screen. So this will be our main position, a little to the left like this, and we also want its backdrop to be The first backdrop, night city with street. Now you will see that every time it will stay the same. So this is how it is. So thank you. Hope you learned something new and please subscribe to School Fun TV. Also, please make your own projects on Scratch.